We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Today, the first of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Houston. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
All right. 18. Let's hit.
Now the Georgia Bulldogs. Here's Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 18. Let's hit. Down.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
This is 3rd and 6.
Out for today. 18. Let's hit.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got him. And he's going to get there. He got the first down. Not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you, can you hold it a little bit longer? Because if not, the timing of the play just doesn't work out.
A run up the middle with Chubb. They're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Tony.
Stroud to throw here on first down. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
All right. Swap. Love a swap. Under.
On first down, it's Stroud. That's out wide for Chubb. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
On play action. Stroud. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down.
18. That's it.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. And oh, how about this early on? They block the kick. He gets free. He's inside the 40. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, those are the momentum swings that get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6, thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st, you stick your hand up. That's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
Here's Smith to return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right. 18. That's it.
On the ground, it's Chubb. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Roberts delayed. Spurs him there.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 6.
All right. 18.
Here's Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down.
18. That's it.
To throw is Stroud. That one on target with perfect got it. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
18. That's it. South.
Stroud to throw. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42.
On the quick, right? 118. What's that?
Now give to Chubb, running right. Now Chubb loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in. But this is going to go down as a big loss on the play.
At the 47-yard
Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
Your spotter's big tight end, that's Dalton Schultz. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Tony.
Here's Chubb. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Love the swap.
Stroud gonna set up to throw. Got his man. It's Kirk. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
118. What's that?
Stroud gonna get rid of this to Dell. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far, they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
That is hard. What a job to keep the play alive. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Velus Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Stevenson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second down and a yard. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Here's 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, it's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a big hit for the Patriots. 31 yards.
So you find yourself on the verge of your drive stalling out, and not only do you pick up the 1st down, Mike, but you get a huge pass completion in the process. Really nice job keeping this opening drive of the game alive, as they're really trying to start this game on a high note.
To throw on 1st down is May. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Oh, ready? Hey, uno. Ready, team. What's up?
He'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And he'll be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. More from Houston coming up in a moment.
Here we go. South. Tony. Cut.
Crowd to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will score! Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. And in motion, it's Diggs. May to throw on 2nd down. Pushed out to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Patriots first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here goes tonight. Hey, what's up?
Throwing now is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Left side, he's got Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he's into the end zone. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Out the flag! 19 seconds. 18. That's it.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
To throw, it's Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Third and 5.
All right. 18. That's it.
Throwing is Stroud. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Velus Jones back deep. This one fielded beyond the 25. He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. To start this drive. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. But even 20 yards, impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
It's Stevenson, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here goes that.
Out of the gun, here's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and
3. Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
They'll try to run for it with Henderson. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, Bryce Beringer out to punt for New England. Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round.
quick, right? Tony.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. That's taken in by Chubb. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Hey, rock.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. On the return is Jones. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. That is caught downfield by Douglas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one good for 29.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and it just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
This is Stevenson, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Here goes that.
Working out of the gun. It's May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Henderson. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Williams in motion. On second down, it's May. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. From 6 points. It is first down and goal. Now May. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This will be returned from the 6. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC Wildcard game. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first and 10, here's May. Pass completed to Douglas. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, New England.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
You know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
first and 10. Throwing is May. The look in is big target. Henry over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. Now Stevens. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. About 3 yards to go. Brings up second and 7.
Second and 7. On the ground, here is Henderson. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
You feel alive, like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you think feel paralyzed about friends just having kids ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. To throw is May. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown, New England.
Borregales now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Patriots have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
On first down, it's Stroud. Rolling to the left. Off he goes. And he will give himself up at the end of that one.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now Chubb. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
18, what's that?
From the gun, here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And He'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Now on 1st and 10, and they work this forward to the 35. Tim settled with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Here's Stevenson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here goes throw. Ready, what's that?
Williams in motion. Maynard on 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 1.
Here goes throw. Ready, what's that?
And off, and it's Henderson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Here goes throw. Ready, what's that?
3rd and short. And here is May. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
They'll run on 1st down with Stevenson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground now Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And just like that, you go from second and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
Third and 2. Here we go.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
On 3rd and 2, it's May. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
So on 4th down, on comes the rookie, Andres Portegales, for the Patriots field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Patriots will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's Smith to return it. Whoa! He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
All right. 18. What's that?
To throw is Stroud. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Running is Chubb. Nick Chubb inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Nick Chubb, touchdown Texans. That was some kind of run, Greg. We saw him break a tackle and then use his elusiveness to get to the end zone for the score.
Mike, for me, it's all watching his feet. I mean, look at him work. His ability to make guys miss in the open field is special. And I'll tell you what, in that play, that was something to watch.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be taken down on the return on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Stevenson gets a call to start the 4th quarter. Now trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A run, and this is Henderson. He'll manage only about 3. so it will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing than siblings. Nothing but my children. Wait, they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building.
And in motion, it's Diggs. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long.
Hey, what's that? 5.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Here comes Smith on the return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And this will be a Texans first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
What's that? 118. What's that?
Once again, it's Chubb. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Oh, ready? 118.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
On the quick, right? 118. What's that?
Stroud gives it to Pierce. Room to run inside the 40. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Out for tonight. 118. What's that?
Snap, Stroud. That's out wide for Chubb. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3.
They face second down and 7.
Swap. Love a swap.
Stroud. The second down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Third and 7.
Here we go. At 18. What's that?
Now Stroud. He's got his big tight end, Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
May to throw on second down. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And it's going to be third down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Out of the gun, here's May. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This one, returnable. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 43, here's second and a couple.
Here we go. Tony. Why Tony?
Here's Stroud. That's taken in by Chubb. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, let's go. 18, okay. Under.
On the handoff, this is Pierce. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
18, that's it.
Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
First and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brings up second and 9.
Here now, second and 9 from the 39-yard line.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Off the play fake, it's May. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Third down and 9.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Throwing now is May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is fourth down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. They take this in back at the 16. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
18, what's that? Hey, uno.
On play action, Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning as they line up for first and 10. from the shotgun. C.J. Stroud. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. We're stopped anyway as we hit the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd down and 3.
All right. 18. What's up? Whoa.
They'll drop to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. A pickup there of 13. 1st down for Houston.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
18. What's up?
Here. And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
To throw, it's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now, a big 3rd down.
Now, what's up? 18. What's up?
Back to throw. Stroud. He's got his man. Complete to Dell. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Stroud to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kyle Duggar.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. The defense can stop it twice more. as the kneel down comes. So it's a road win here for the Patriots as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.